Yo, if you feel like you're struggling in the gym, feel like you're putting in the work but just not seeing the results you want to see, this video is going to be just for you. I'm going to go over some of the common pitfalls and give you some tips and tricks in order to work around these issues and break your plateau. Alright, so before we get started, my name is Bishmar. I'm making a fitness channel on YouTube to help you in the gym. If that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you can stick around for more content in the future. Alright, so effort. This is the number one thing that's holding most of you back. I would say 85 to 90% of people I see in the gym are not going with the right amount of effort. Effort is not optional. You cannot go to the gym as if you're clocking into work. You need to go and push your limits. That's how you'll better yourself physically. If you're not going and pushing your limits, if you're just pushing until you're tired, until you don't feel like doing it anymore, you're not really going to make any progress. You're just going to maintain whatever level you're at. So if you really want to see the results, you need to push. It's not optional. The next part about effort is how it compounds. In the gym, every rep you do is worth more than the one before it. So if you can manage to get one last rep out of your set, that last rep is worth way more than any of the other reps. And if you were to put that effort level in every single time, that effect will compound and compound. And it's not linear, it's compounding. So it'll go up. Your results will skyrocket. So if you can just push yourself a little bit more every single time, you can see that effect. Make sure to push yourself really hard for this. All right, here's some cues you can use to help you. Get hyped up, get angry. These kind of cues will help you get more locked in, get more focused on actually completing the task instead of, thinking too much, being nervous, being anxious. If you just get hyped up, get angry, you'll be more intent on finishing the task. Be violent, especially with, your compound movements. Approach your compound movements with a bit of like a violent intention. You'll be able to move more weight. Be present. Get off your phone. Don't be scrolling through social media. Don't be messaging your friends. In between your sets, stay focused, breathe, and be prepared for your next set. Don't have your mind be elsewhere. It's very hard to put in all of your effort towards the gym if your mind is somewhere else 90% of the time. Be present. The version of you who's focused, breathing, and ready for the task is going to crush the version of you who's scrolling through social media, who's messaging their friends, whose mind is somewhere else. Consistency. You need to be consistent. This is one that I've struggled with a lot, actually, because your brain tricks you. It makes you think that your excuse is actually a valid reason, and it'll happen over and over again. Don't allow that to happen. Make excuses to go to the gym. Don't make excuses to skip the gym. Find a way to make it work. Wake up at 4 a.m. Go during your lunch break. Go immediately after work. Successful people are motivated to make it happen. So if you want to be successful in the gym, you need to be motivated to go to the gym. Make excuses to go to the gym. To simplify your plan. A lot of people aren't able to be consistent because they're planning to do way too much. It's too overwhelming. If you're planning to go 5 or 6 days a week and you're consistently missing 1 or 2 days every single week, instead think of trying to switch your plan to a 3 or 4 day routine so that you can consistently make every single one of your days and grow your results with the compound effect. It's much better to have your plan here and your work level here. And that way you can grow with the compounding effect as long as you keep your effort level high. If you plan to do this much work and you can only do this much work, you can't make this jump. You're just going to be hitting a brick wall. The best lifting routines have you starting well backed off because they understand that the importance of the compounding results. They understand the importance of ramping up into the routine. Just keep the effort level high. As long as you keep the effort level high, it's okay if you plan a little bit less because you'll always be doing more reps. You'll always be doing the work still. So train intelligently. Program rest days. Don't be the guy who goes to the gym 5 days in a row. That means two things. One, you're not going with the right amount of intensity in the gym. There's no way you're able to go with the right amount of intensity if you're going 5 days in a row. You should be resting. On top of that, you're not allowing your body to recover. So make sure you program your rest days appropriately so that you can actually see the results you want to see. Identify your goals. Are you going to the gym to be a bodybuilder? Are you trying to put on lots of muscle mass? Are you going to the gym to be a powerlifter? Are you trying to lift a lot of heavy weight? Do you want to lose weight? All of these different objectives entail a different plan. So make sure you're following the right plan for you. Don't be lifting like a power lifter if you want to be a bodybuilder. Instead, find a plan that fits your goals and so that you can work from point A to point B directly instead of going in circles. Don't take any shortcuts. Don't be the guy who's like skipping legs. Don't be someone who takes certain days easy or certain movements easy. Sure, if you just focus on chest and arms for a month or two, it might work. but eventually it's going to catch up. You're going to bottleneck your progress. You won't be able to make the gains while you're waiting for the rest of your body to catch up. Instead, push everything forward together. Have a well-rounded routine. All right, diet. Bulk up. A lot of people have to hear this. Bro, if you've been going to the gym for over 1 year and you've never done a bulk, do me a favor, take your hand and smack yourself in the face. Bulking up is necessary in order to gain muscle, in order to gain strength, in order to basically add anything into your system. You need to bulk up. It has to come from some external source. You cannot miracle it onto your body. A lot of people are afraid of being fat when they bulk up. You're not going to get fat. You're going to fill out your frame. You're going to look better. You're going to be more muscular. You're going to be stronger. You might put on a bit of body fat, but no one's going to see that. They're just going to see you as being a stronger person. Another thing is people think they might get too big. Bro, you're not going to be, a 350-pound bulging fucking strong man, like, shoulders and everything. That's not going to happen overnight. Those people dedicate their whole lives to it. It's not going to happen to you accidentally. Protein is king. The first step to dieting in the gym is tracking your protein. Get a rough idea of how much protein is in each of your meals, in your chicken, in your eggs, your milk, your protein shake. Get a level of understanding of how much protein you're getting in a day. And try to get at least 0.75 grams of protein per pound of body weight you have. So for example, if you weigh 200 pounds, try to get at least 150 grams of protein every single day. And be protein aware. If you have a meal with no protein, you should be aware that you just had a whole meal with very little protein in it. Try to have more chicken, less rice, stuff like that. Eliminate the garbage. You don't need to be eating sweets, candies, sugars, chips, fries. These kind of foods don't serve any benefit towards you. And they're just going to hold you back from making progress. Last point, we got lifestyle and mentality. Limiting beliefs. You don't need any kind of legendary genetics. You don't need, drugs or steroids in order to achieve your fitness goals. These are things that people say when they can't achieve what they want, when they don't put in the time, they don't put in the effort. It's easier to say I don't have this or I don't have that. Just don't get rid of these limiting beliefs. Put in the work and put in the time. Unhealthy lifestyle. Are you going out drinking 5 times a week? Are you partying constantly? Are you eating into your recovery time? Are you missing days consistently, but you're always going out partying? These kind of things will hold you back. Identity. Reframe your mindset so that you are a fit person. Instead of being someone who has to go to the gym because you're trying to be fit. Instead, reframe it so that you are a fit person, and fit people just go to the gym, so it's just what you do. Change that mindset, and so that instead of being a little fad or a phase that you go through, this is actually something that you'll consistently do for a long time. This mindset change will take you far. Just do your best. Don't overthink things. Show up, do the work, put in the effort, put in the time, and make the adjustments when needed. You don't need to overthink things. You don't need to be anxious. You just need to show up and do the work. Alright, with that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope it helps you in the gym. If it does, drop this video a like. Share it with a friend who you feel like needs some help as well. Also, be sure to check out my music. I guarantee you it's going to motivate you in the gym. Links down below, and thanks for watching. See you next time.
Watch him. Hit it with a fake chain back down, they don't know. Lock man down, man can't go home. Outside pulling them mans on the east side, pulling up deep, pulling up to the show. I'm busting out rhyme, tell them what I say. Come outside, pull up on a day. Young boy, little man, too small, can't fit, way too low, and man can't stay. Man can't keep up with